I read Toby and his old tin top, and I started to read Toby and his old tin top. Chapter 1. Toby wanted to be a sailor, but he didn't know much about the sea, and all he had for a boat was an old tin bathtub. One day, Toby was feeling very adventurous. He paddled his tub an extra long way out from his home in the Puddle Beach. He spent some time drifting around, trying to think of a name for his thirsty tub. Toby's tub. The seagull. Toby. Periwinkle? The mermaid? Seashell? Soon Toby fell fast asleep. Tea sighed. Sea breeze. It was about tea time when Toby finally woke up. He was disappointed. He hadn't come up with a good name for a tub. Then he looked about, and to his horror, he realized he couldn't see the shore. The sky was getting darker, and the sea was getting lower. Then there was a clap of thunder and the flashing of lightning. Toby's teeny tub was twisting up and down by the huge wave. Chapter 2. The storms raged all night long, but somehow Toby's tub survived. Slowly the clouds disappeared, and the sea became calm again. When Toby looked around, he saw he was in a very strange place. There were tall icebergs towering over him, and in the distance was a big island. Close by were the two smaller islands. As Toby paddled toward the small island, he could see they weren't made of ice or rock or sand, but prodded on one of them with his oar. He had the shock of his life when suddenly it moved. Ouch! Bellowed the mighty voice, and looming above him, Toby was the face of a massive sea giant. He realized he'd just prodded the giant's kneecap. Toby was frightened. But there was something about the sea giant that didn't make him look fierce and mean. He looked miserable. Toby realized there was no need to be scared. This was a harmless giant. What's the matter? Asked Toby. It's a long story, replied the sea giant, whose name was Blubber. Chapter 3. It seemed that almost 200 years ago, King Crow, the king of all sea giants, and placed Blubber in charge of the island of Dunfanland. Now, Dunfanland was a special sort of place. It was home to lots of very odd creatures, but they were all fast asleep. A secret cave and burrows, and in it a magic sound to wake them up. Unfortunately, no one knew what the magic sound was. Blubber was disappointed for some friends. So for 200 years, he'd been trying all the noises he could think of to wake up the animal. Blubber had tried singing, and howling, and screaming, and growling. And he tried yelling, and barking, and roaring, and squeaking, and also wailing and mooing, and hissing, and booing. And not forgetting coughing, and sneezing, and sniffing, and wheezing. But the Newfoundland had remained as sleepy as ever, but the Blubber had tried making up a new noise. He disturbed the sunlight and wobble and goggle, but still it was no use. Blubber was really lonely. Finally, he sobbed off sight and moaned and cried from being all alone for 200 years.